Walk round compound, we'll see some tigers, then maybe we'll hear some squeaks. And away we go. And here's where we start. Bags, bags. Bags. Hi. Hi, little girl. How are you? Keeping everyone in check? Keeping the compound in order, like a good sheriff. Wait. Let me tell you something, YOLO. You best not cause any problems, or I'm gonna have you go low. Oh, God. Hairball. And how much is going to come out? Whoa, there we go. Actually, grass. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Feel better? Well, what a way to start. What a way to start the cast. That's all right. All right, and without further ado, hello all you big cat lovers out there. Schmutz on the screen. Schmutz on the screen. Hello all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek. Again, welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. If you're new here, you can hit that subscribe button. Like the videos, all that fun stuff. Go down into the comment section. Let us know what you're thinking. Bin, bin. Bin, bin. Bin, 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 bin. Hi, how are you? The girls have been doing some pretty cool stuff. Nicolina and Emily. They built this thing for her. And it's kind of gotten her out of her little shell. And they got this dirt thing where they'll actually take mealworms and they bury it in the dirt. Hi, baby. Hi. And then she digs in it. So she's actually a lot more kind of interested in just kind of coming out and just doing stuff, which is pretty cool. She still stinks though. Still very, very smelly. Extremely smelly girl. But yeah. Bin. I was sitting around. It's Sunday right now. It's about 11:10. It's about 11:10 in the AM. And I was waiting around to see if there was going to be any 11 o'clock tour people, and no one showed up. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you'll have a bunch of people that show up for a tour time, and then sometimes you don't have anyone at all. There was a family. They were here for the 9 o'clock. Baby. Bye. Hi. Family that came in for the 9 o'clock. They are moving from Pennsylvania to New Mexico, and they decided to swing on by and do a tour. The young one of the bunch was, of course, familiar with the facility, the videos, so they're excited to be here. And that's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. Hi. Hey. Oh, now you're squeaky. Now you're squeaky and now you're standing up. I see how it is. She did not want to get up. I had to get a like one of the, like that stick over there, and then pull the curtain back because she just wouldn't get up. She wouldn't come out and say hi to the tour people this morning. And then there's Milo. Yeah, it was feed last night, so everyone's pretty sleepy. Everyone is pretty sleepy. Curled up peets, big tummies. Apathetic gaze. But yeah, I was waiting. I was waiting. What? I was waiting for the 11 o'clock to see if anyone show up. No one showed up, so now I'm casting. Our normal tour guide, David, wasn't able to be here this weekend, which is understandable, so I stepped in. Because it's also a clean day. There's cleaning that's going on. We had some sweet guests. So, you know, Melanie had to take care of them. And then Nicolina, Des, and Heidi had to take care of cleaning. Mallory and Mark here as well, doing that stuff. Who's going to take care of tours? And I said, I stepped forward and I said, I will take it, although I do not know the way. And then Gimli is like, and my axe. And I'm like, let's go on an adventure, guys. And then Heidi's like, we still need someone to do the tours. So, that's how that went down. Naya. If you're one of those fancy people who watches the fancy cast on Patreon, posted every Wednesday, then you saw the absolute just crap show trying to get the cats to do things and then trying to fight the light, because it was the sun was, well, it wasn't just, the sun wasn't just setting, it was set by the time I was able to actually start filming, because we were, oh my gosh, again, a lot of different things. We had guests, and they had to have, like, we had to do activities with the sweet guests. Activities? And then it was feed, and there's only so many people, limited people. Hi. So by the time I was able to actually pop the old cameras on, I mean, you know, it's a tired old story. Tired old story. It's like, come on, Derek, you got anything else? You got anything more original for us? We've heard this one before. Yeah, but it is part of it. Bears repeating. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, yeah. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Oh my gosh. Hi, sweetie. Can I touch your peets? Would you mind? I think that's a yes. Or no. He says it's a no. I don't mind. Yes. You may touch the peets. I believe that meant thank you so much for touching my peets. That was it was a truly enjoyable experience. I believe that that's what that said. That's what that meant. I will touch this back beat. Let's see the claws. Ooh, look at those claws. Right there. Focus. Focus better. There we go. Neat. Getting real up close and personal with these peets, huh? Yano is being wonderfully squishy. He is being wonderfully squishy this morning. I touched the beat. I touched the beat. Okay, I know my touch the beat. He's like, thank you. First couple times it's one thing, but now we're starting to push it. You're right, you're right. Just Pete's do that to me, man, you know? I was thinking this last night. I know that I had asked people, like, hey, you know, you can go in and help to contribute to the Chan by adding closed caption inputs. But then I never explained like how that process is. And I looked at it, and why don't you just Google it? Yeah, you could technically do that. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm sure that there's someone. You just go into the comment section below, and everything. They'll explain that process and be like, oh, well, this is what you do, and then you go over here, and then you click on this thing, and then you do this tab. It's fairly. There's a few steps, but it's not drastically difficult. Hi. Ezzy. Hello, mister. Oh, stretch. Oh, big stretch. Woo. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Hi, mister. And back down. Oh, look at that belly. There's so much meat in there. There's so much meat in that belly. Yeah. Who put that there? He's like, I don't know. I woke up and it was like this. We gotta get to the bottom of this. Someone's just sneaking around, putting meat in all of these tigers' bellies. The mad meater. I don't know, it's a work in progress. We're gonna have to figure out the name for the headlines. Yeah, it's cleaning out the area here, filling up pools. Nicolina's gonna be leaving us here shortly. By the time this video is posted, she will already be gone, never to return, never to return. That's not true. That's not true. Okay, so Nicolina, do you have a minute? It's on we're webcasting right now. Is that okay? Okay, so what are some of the more notable takeaways just from this experience you working here? Like, what are some of the things that you learn, maybe you didn't expect that you would learn, or animals that you kind of like have a close bond with and everything?
Oh, Mr. Handsome Face.
Well, of course, Mr. Ezzy. Mr. Ezzy over there. Also, where's home again? Where's home? Pennsylvania. Which part of Pennsylvania?
Like Westchester.
Westchester. Okay, the best Chester, from what I've heard.
Yes.
Yes.
I've learned a lot. I've learned different signs, like looking out for different things with cats, especially with our older cats,
sure.
Making sure they're in tip-top shape.
There you go.
I've learned that when feeding and there are multiple cats in an enclosure, you gotta separate the food.
Okay.
What else have I learned?
Did you learn anything just more internal? Did you learn anything about yourself?
Well, I already knew I had an obsession with cats.
Okay.
So this just made it even more.
Did you ever have any, like, have you ever worked outside, or have you ever done, like, you know, kind of hard manual labor kind of stuff like this, or yeah, okay.
I had an internship at a zoo before.
There you go. There you go. So basically this was just, it was kind of easy to step into the role then, for the most part.
Yeah, I thought I was able to step into it pretty smoothly.
That's good. That's good. I guess, is there any advice that you have for anyone who is looking to enter into this type of world?
Start now. Start while you're young.
Start while you're young. Yeah. There you go.
Don't wait. Just get going.
There you go. That's good advice. That's good advice. I appreciate it. And Nicolina, you've been awesome. You sacrificed a whole bunch. You've worked really hard. You got a good brain inside your head. So appreciate everything, and I know that you're going to be a part of this facility for many years to come. Probably not going to, you're going to be one of those weird ones that we're just not going to be able to get rid of and everything.
You're a volunteer coordinator, so
yeah. she's still going to do like remote satellite work for the facility, even though she's not going to be here. So yeah, she's awesome. Good egg, that one. Good egg. All right. Bees, 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 bees. Ah, bees, 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 bees. Ah, bees. I guess he's kind of handsome, sort of, maybe. Whatevs. You know, and this cloudy, it was supposed to be raining more today. There were significantly higher probabilistic factors pointing towards rain development, and it hasn't. It's just been kind of humid. Maybe a little bit more this afternoon. Maybe a little bit more this afternoon. Nicolina did a really good job of doing a last minute coordination. I mean, super last minute. Some of you may have seen the Instagram posts that we had, and I had reposted some of the stuff that Jamie had posted on CARES thing, and Heidi had done that as well, about we were down an intern for this next semester for the fall interns. We had 2, and then one of them said, I can't do the thing. So yeah, which is, oh my gosh, it's hard. It is hard to not, because you never know what a person's life circumstances might be, and there might be something, you know, pretty legit going on. But it still sucks. It really, really sucks. And it's hard to not have something like that happen. Where someone says, within weeks, like just a few weeks of them needing to be here, like, hey, by the way, I know that you invested and you're expecting me and you put a lot of stock into me, and I was chosen over others who really, really wanted this position, and who, like a number of other people who probably would have worked very, very hard and had given a lot to the facility. But I can't do it. I gotta not do it for whatever reason, it's hard to not be like really upset at that person, because there's a few different reasons for that. Like if you have someone, like we choose and we go through the process of selecting interns very, very far in advance. And that's for us, for our planning purposes, and also for their planning purposes. It's a huge chunk of your life that you have to be able to kind of map out and coordinate. And if you don't have someone, if they don't have a position that's locked in, you know, if we tell them like, okay, well, the position's filled, we've already selected our people, well, then the other people who had initially submitted their requests, they're going to try to find an internship somewhere else. They're going to submit to go and work at a different place until they find one that says like, yeah, absolutely, come on in, be a part of our operation. So whenever you have someone that does a last minute cancellation, it throws such a huge monkey wrench into the operation, because all of your high caliber candidates, I shouldn't say all of them, but like the vast majority of your high caliber candidates, they dissipate, they evaporate, they go away. And it's so hard to fill the position. It is so hard to fill the position. Because now you're asking within with a week's notice, like, hey, we're basically needing a person who is, somewhat of a subject matter expert within like biology or animal type stuff. Hey, do you have the ability to just give up the next like 3 to 4 months of your life? Just, no pressure, but we kind of need an answer within like 2 days. That puts us into a really squirrely, Mike, look at her. Look at her with the peets. Oh my God. Oh my God. Peets on the face. Adorable. No sunlight. No. Go away. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And it really stinks, because basically you put your investment into an individual, into the idea that they're going to, and you put trust in the idea that they're going to be here and they're going to be with us. And then they drop that bombshell. And again, it's one of those kind of things. It could be, you have to just benefit of the doubt, probably for a legit reason, but it might not. They might have just been just like, I kind of gave it some more thought, and I'm not feeling it. Kind of like that's the spectrum of reasoning that we may be possibly dealing with. Okay. And I'm not you shouldn't assume. No, you're right. I shouldn't assume. But I know in the past that there have been people who have declined, who have been selected for internship positions, and then subsequently, with short notice, declined them for not really that good of reasons. And basically, it is hard to, like I said, hard to not be enraged at that. Like, what are you doing? You are screwing up our operation, and you have taken an opportunity away from another person. There are so many people who would just do so much for the opportunity to be an intern here. And then you're crapping on that. You're taking that away from other people, and it's so selfish. And we've had that happen. And again, it's not all the time. It's not all the time, but it has happened. Or we've had interns where it's like they get selected, and then they're just like, oh, it's work. Oh, I don't do. Ugh. And then it's like, what do you mean? Like, we've laid this out. We've had multiple conversations. We've even had you talk to previous interns. We've had so many different times where it's like, yeah, you're gonna have to lift things and you're gonna have to do stuff. Yeah, I know, but those were words, and now I'm here, and it's like it's not words anymore, and it's just like, ugh. I gotta go. And then you're just like, what the F? And again, you're left with that same kind of thing. Like, we have to now try to replace with short notice. And it puts such a significant amount of strain on the people here. It's like you don't realize when people do that, you don't know how big of a wrench you are throwing. Into the machine. And how much that takes away from us and our focus. Yeah. But we've had to do it in the past and get better at that. And like I said, just the rapidness of the coordination, and there were a couple of different people who saw it and did have the opportunity, so we were able to refill the position with good quality folks. And I think that was a really amazing. So there was a handful of people who did respond, and they showed that interest, and that was thank you to anyone who did. I shouldn't have said, now we got to fill the positions with less qualified or less quality. No, I shouldn't have really kind of framed it like that, because a lot of times, like, the probability that you're going to run across people who have not already laid out plans, it's difficult. But this time we really lucked out. We had a couple of people who absolutely qualified, and then just so happened to have the time. Hi, Ra. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hi, mister. Rah, 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 rah. Hi. Hi, baby boy. Hi, baby boy. Hey, baby boy. Hi, baby boy. Hi, mister. What a good boy. There's a good boy. Yeah, 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 yeah. I will get down low. I will get down low. Yeah. Yeah. This is a big boy. Das is a big boy. Das is a big boy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Zoops while he's not looking. Zubi. Hi, mister. Hi, my little prince. Hi, my little prince pants. Little prince pants. Hi. Hello. Big guy. Oh my gosh. Love you so much. Oh my God! What the mother piece of you absolute garbage cat, you absolute this. Oh my gosh, this is how you repay me. I can't get that animated, because if I do, it's gonna kill the dynamic. And then Ra is gonna get upset. So I can't get mad. Oh my God, Zubi. All this time, it's behind my effing ears. And it's down my neck. Dear Lord. Oh my God. You bastard. You have been just looking at me longingly for weeks and weeks and weeks. You have been wanting to have like a loving interaction and a relationship. I am so upset with you right now. I can't even quite put into words how betrayed I feel. This was not cool. This was one of the top 3 most not cool things I think a cat's ever done to me. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. You garbage piece of absolute. I'm so upset. But it's hilarious. Oh my gosh. And here's the thing, I had no clue. You guys did. You could see it. You saw it happening. So when I have the camera on me like this, oh dear Lord. Oh I don't even, oh no. Oh geez, there's a bunch of stuff on there. On the whole phone. Ugh. Jeez. Ah. Ah. Oh, you folks saw that. You saw it. You were like, oh no. I'm thinking like we're having such a great tender moment. And I wasn't in the moment. I wasn't present. I was just so excited and happy that things were going well between me and the boys. It was such a beautiful, beautiful and tender moment. I had no clue. And some of you were probably watching, and then you were like, Derek, look out. Derek, no. You were probably yelling at your screen like, no. No! Oh, some of you were probably like, yes! Yes! Look at this goof. Look at that goofy guy. Aw, look at him. I mean, bleh. Ew. That's dumb. Only dummies do stuff like that. Yeah. Well, they are cleaning over there, and then you got the lemurs over here. There's probably, you know what? I don't think that there's going to be too much of a way that I can actually, that I can really top what just happened only a few minutes ago. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and call it. I'm going to go ahead and just call it a cast. That's a wrap. That's a wrap, folks. Can't get better. Can't top that one. Can't top that one. All right. God, I smell so bad right now. Oh yeah, Teespring. Teespring account's been integrated with the YouTube channel, which means that there's going to be more options for merchandising and everything. Links are probably going to be somewhere. Figure it out. We'll get that stuff to you. I'm going to start putting more merchandise up there, and then actually trying to integrate more of the classic designs from some of the other stuff into this one consolidated spot. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Actually, it's kind of funny because one of the first things, and I just was messing around last night, I actually did a surprise potato pillow. So yeah, you can get yourself a surprised potato pillow, which is Mr. Slade. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. #Dorbus Award in the comment section below, and I will talk at you folks next week. All right, bye-bye.